Dear Crimson Assassin, from me 10 years from now. How are you doing? I am doing fine. Please stop being a hater to Tokyo Ghoul. It's been 2 years now. Please stop it. We get it. It's annoying. Okay? Jeez. P.S. Hi. Hello people of YouTube, 'tis I once more, the Crimson Assassin, here today to give you guys another anime review. And today, people of YouTube, marks the end of January as the time I'm recording this video, and the next month is the month of February, where I dedicate my time to watching nothing but purely romance-related anime. So people of YouTube, as I was thinking about what animes to watch for Romance Month, I decided on mainly two. One I'm about to do right now, and the other that I'm going to review later on. But that won't be until maybe towards the weekend. That being said, people of YouTube, I'm here today to give you guys the anime review for 2016's anime cult hit, a sleeper hit nonetheless, Orange. So let's get the story rolling. So the story of Orange follows Naho, a high school student who has a group of friends who meets a transfer student by the name of Kakeru. She and the group of friends decide for him to be a part of this group. But in the morning, she receives a letter from her future self saying that you must be friends with Kakeru or else something bad is going to happen to him that's going to cause his untimely death. So it's basically up to these group of friends and Naho to establish a great relationship with Kakeru and also form a bond and have a bunch of things and also have a cute and innocent romance right in the middle. So people of YouTube, I heard a little things about Orange. I know that this anime came out during the summer of 2016, and this was an anime when I saw the description of, I was very hooked. I was very interested on its story and concept. But considering that it is a romance anime, and lately my taste of romance animes has kind of dipped in quality, I didn't know really how to approach or even feel towards Orange. But I gave it a shot anyway, considering that number one is Romance Month, and I want to watch a good romance anime. Number two, from what I saw, and from what the people were telling me about Orange, it was a really good anime, and they did recommend for me to watch Orange. So, with those things in mind, and with those factors in, I must think to myself, should I really watch Orange? And the answer to that is, of course, yes. I did watch Orange, and what are my thoughts? Well, let's get into them, people of YouTube. Let's get this review started. The first and biggest thing I always mention in every single one of my reviews, and it goes as no exception, it goes as no surprise at this point, the animation. It is breathtaking. But it's kind of to be expected in modern anime. Of course, it's supposed to have really great and breathtaking animations. To the visuals, to the art, to the character designs, the animation was very fluid, very solid, and sometimes it even has you freaking gasping at awe and just how gorgeous it looks. Especially when they look at like a horizon or something, that shit literally blew my mind on how just gorgeous this anime looked. And not to mention the character designs fit well with the tone of the anime. So ergo, the animation is solid. It's to be expected. Of course it's solid. I didn't get the chance to actually watch this anime in English dubbed. I saw it in the Japanese subbed, but Funimation did it, so I'm going to just assume that it is really good. So you guys should go check out the English dub for Orange if you have the chance. I don't know, I have not seen it in English dub, so I can't really tell you. But for the Japanese dub, it is a very solid dub. Go check out the dub. Now then, the two things that make an anime fantastic would be the story and the characters. Let's start off with the story. The story of Orange is very interesting, and it will keep you intrigued, and it will keep you interested to what's going on. This story, people of YouTube, not gonna lie, it is probably one of the most depressing, yet satisfying. It's tragic, yet you just want to keep going, because you really root for the characters, and you really relate to a lot of the characters in these situations. And what makes the story fantastic is that it really does remind me of key animes, on how the story really plucks at your heartstrings. It really makes you feel a growth, and you feel an attachment towards these characters that they just have a genuine bond between. They feel like the story is real, and it could happen to basically anyone, even though it's a story about future letters and them trying to save a certain transfer student. And it blew me away on how just interesting the story was, and how it felt real. The story felt real. It felt genuine. It felt authentic. You really feel what's going on. You feel the weight. And what I especially love about the story of the anime is how they tackled the concept, the tragedy, the freaking harsh reality of suicide. It does not hold back, people of YouTube. And how they go about the topic of suicide, bravo. Like, that blew my mind. How they handled it, they took it seriously, they took it with so much care, and I fell in love with that. This is how you tackle suicide. And if you know anyone who was going through suicide, or feel like they're about to do suicide or something, take some notes from Orange, because it really does help a lot. And again, I was blown away. I'm not going to reveal what this concept does to the story, but I will say that how they tackled this, bravo. I never thought how an anime would tackle such a harsh, brutal subject that is known as suicide. It is not a good feeling, okay? It is not. No. Please don't. Just no. And the characters of the anime. The characters of the anime feel real, much like the story. You feel a genuine bond between the 6 friends that you see in the anime. You feel such a camaraderie and such great friendship between them, an everlasting bond that will never go away. You feel attached to each and every single one of them, and they're just so good. They're so dynamic. You just feel like they're real people with their real friends, and they truly cared for each other. It is shown prevalently in the anime that they care for one another, and at some points it does kind of get a little irritating, but I didn't really mind that. As long as I really truly got the message out there, I didn't really mind that at all. I found that the friendship aspect of how these 6 friends really truly interacted with one another, their playfulness, their seriousness, and just how diverse the characters are, I fell in love with them. And like, this is such a great character-driven story. There's a lot of deep emotional character-driven arcs, and plus there's a lot of deep emotional, and plus sometimes even lighthearted character moments. The characters as individuals, while some, exceeded my expectations that I found out absolutely loved, there were a few characters that kind of got the short end of the stick. For example, 3 out of the 6 friends in particular that kind of got the short end of the sticks would have to be Hagita, Takao, and Azu, as I feel like all 3 of those characters could have contributed more to the story, but for what they did and for what they have and for what little screen time they did get, they did a really solid job. And their character personalities are nothing new. They're nothing out of the ordinary. It is like the characters are kind of like what you would expect in a romance anime, but done right. And for what they were worth, I enjoyed the characters, especially Hagita. Actually, Hagita was kind of the funnier character in the anime, and he has a serious moments, but other than that, he was actually a pretty good comic relief at some points. So I actually liked Hagita. But Azu and Taka, they kind of had like the weaker character development, but you do like these characters by the end. But the three standout characters in the anime that you will remember the most: Nao, not Taka, Sua, and Kakeru. Starting with our main protagonist, Naho. Again, her character archetype is nothing new. Like, you've basically seen this in anime done before, and while albeit she kind of has a lot of one-dimensional moments, and she is kind of a hollow character, I do root and empathize with her, and she does feel like if I was put in that situation, I might act the way Nao act. As for Kakeru, I liked him and Naho's relationship. They felt like a really cute, genuine couple. They felt like they're just two peas in a pod. They're just so adorable. The scenes that you see Naho and Kakeru together, I ate that shit up because they're just such a cute couple and you just root for them. I rooted for them since I met them, okay? They're just fantastic. They're just fantastic people to hang out with. And the character that really caught me by surprise, by far, and he is, quite honestly, my favorite character in Orange, was Sua. And the only reason why I absolutely loved Sua, besides the 5 other people in the story, was because there are moments in the anime that I related to Sua the most. As in, if I was Sua, if I... Like his actions remind me of actions that I did in my past, so I related to Sua the most. And even though I hated it, I respected it, and I do not regret what I did. And I'm sure he doesn't regret the actions that he did in his past. And again, he's just a great character. I'm not gonna reveal what his actions are, and I kind of might make a spoiler video discussing Sua in depth, but his character is my favorite and is my cup of tea. He is me. I am Sua, okay? I fell in love with this character. He's just an overall sweetheart, okay? Like, wow. I really enjoyed Sua. He is a fantastic character. So I am talking pretty highly about the anime, but there are a few sort of minor nitpicks that I kind of have with the anime, but they don't really detract from the overall story and from the overall enjoyment that Orange gives you. Like, for example, I only wish that they would have given more screen time to the 3 characters I mentioned before, Takao, Azu, and Higata. Because again, they got the short end of the stick and they didn't get the most character development. I feel like a lot of focus and attention went to Kakeru and Naho and Sua, but honestly, I didn't really mind that because they're really fully 3-dimensional characters that you really grew attached to. And the whole freaking sending letters to the past, it was briefly explained, but they never really explained how the future selves sent their letters to their past self. It wasn't really fully explained. Like, they mention it, but it wasn't really fully explained. Like, you could have gave me more detail. Like, how the hell did the letters went to their spots? Like, how? That didn't make any sense. But besides those 2 little nitpicks, the anime is fantastic, people of YouTube. I cannot give this anime such a higher recommendation. This is by far one of the best romance animes I have seen thus far. It is a fantastic romance anime, and I recommend anyone who is a romance fan to watch Orange. With that in mind, people of YouTube, my final verdict for Orange, it is a solid 9.5 out of 10. Yes, those 2 little nitpicks kind of dragged it down half a point, but other than that, the anime is great. Do not waste your time. Do not keep watching my video. Watch Orange. It is fantastic. One of the best romance animes I've seen thus far. It might even be Amagami SS. I'm not gonna lie. I love Amagami SS, but damn, Orange beat it by a fucking landslide, dude. It is a great anime. Go check out Orange if you had not had the chance. And stay tuned, people of YouTube. Hopefully this weekend I'll have another anime review coming out. And with that in mind, and also I'm going to have to finish an anime that was ongoing, but I never actually finished and went back to. So I'm going to have to finish that and also review that as well. So you might get 2 anime reviews for this weekend. So stay tuned for that, people of YouTube. And until then, people of YouTube, if you'd like to see more of me, please consider subscribing. Please leave a comment down below. What did you guys think of Orange? And until then, people of YouTube, Tazai the Crimson Assassin saying goodbye. Good night, people of YouTube.